This is your brother Abdul Wadud, aka Quest Man. Let me start off by saying Assalamu alaikum, rahmatullah, wa barakatuhu, shalom, hotep, peace be with you. Wanted to communicate a few things. Amongst them, let me go ahead and share this link right there in this feed. Doing some gardening updates. Let you guys see how this garden has been coming along since I began, since the last photos I had shown, and or videos or whatnot. See, but I want to speak of gardening on multiple levels. See, a gardener has to be careful not only what he grows in his garden, but also he has to make sure that the things he doesn't want to grow in the garden doesn't grow there. So he has to weed his garden as well. So he wants to make sure that the right things are growing, that the things he's got growing are nurtured the proper way, given the proper treatment, and he wants to make sure that he does the proper weeding of the garden. You don't want weeds in your garden, black family. You understand? One thing about a garden is you want to plant things that are in sync with what you're trying to grow. Things that are growing. You want to put them in the right type of environment, the right situation, where they can grow peacefully, where they can grow healthy. You understand? You want them to be successful. And the same thing, obviously, I'm making a parallel with dealing with our human garden. Our human garden of those we take as friends. You understand? Those we bring close to us. Oh, by the way, let me go ahead and show you this while I'm at it. Just got this in the mail in addition to what I already have. I wanted to have this I've got two coming. One is going to be in the garden and one is going to be on the front porch. What am I talking about? Yes, indeed. You know what this is, right? This is our royal flag. I don't know if you can see the red over there. The red, the black, and the green. You understand? So that's going to go on the front porch as soon as I can get a pole for it. And then I want to have a smaller one back here in the ground somewhere. Let's take a walk. Yes, indeed. That's my waterfall you're hearing coming out of there. As you can see, I got some stuff growing already. Over there, what you see, that big blot of green stuff is lavender. And then off in the cut over there, spreading around, is some clovers. And we got some parsley right there. You see the parsley. You see some ferns. You even see some strawberry plants going on. I've got some Mexican cucumbers over there, but they haven't sprouted out yet. They take a little time. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Of course, I've got over here, got this thing going on. I kind of made this up right here. It's hiding the motor that's causing the fountain and stuff to go and run. I've got two motors, and this one's hiding one, so I wanted to turn it into like a as you see, like a spring, a fountain. I took a broken pot that was already broken and said, well, I could make use of this. I could turn it into something. And as you can see, it's got the little where it spills over and goes into the bottom there. And you may not believe it, but there's a motor under that pile of stone over there too. That's feeding. There's a cycle going on from here. Then, as you can see, it goes under the bridge and all the way over there. In the bottom there, you might not be able to see it just yet, but there's some lotuses growing. There's several lotuses growing. You understand? They say lotus is a symbol of wisdom and enlightenment. So I definitely wanted to have some lotuses. As I shared at one of my lives, the dreams that I had about lotuses. And I just wanted to show you from this angle, this situation here. So that's kind of what you're looking at. Got that going on there. Yes, indeed. This is my small little green shelf unit right there going on. And of course you can see some what they call micro greens. These are micro greens right up in there. And let's see, I got some basil. This is some fully grown basil right there. And some basil starting off in there, and some basil trying to grow up in there. I'm gonna have to move that pot around so they can get some sunlight. Anyway, let's continue on. We got some thyme, some oregano, sage in here. And we got some rosemary. We got some, I just call them creepy crawlers right there. They're not edible. They're just good to cover the ground once they start get going. And as you see, I got a grapevine starting off there. It's a grapevine there. And rosemary. And this grapevine is starting to sprout. If you can look closely, you see the green starting to sprout out from that grapevine. And let's see here. There's my twin apple trees. Yes, indeed. Got the miniature rose bush over there and a miniature rose bush over there. Gonna have to do some. I gotta add some more fertilizer so they can get a bit a better treatment. And what you're seeing on the ground there, you're going to be seeing. Those are going to be collard greens, I believe I put over there. Collard greens. You understand? Collard greens. And then of course these are peas. Or beans, I should say, beans. Those are beans coming out the ground there, coming out of the pots. Mescaline right there. Things that start mint, spearmint, peppermint, sweet mint. That's what you see going on here. And also there's some peppermint right over there. And I got some peppermint growing in some other places. Yeah. I got to put some, there's going to be some tomatoes and whatnot here, and peppers and, hot peppers and things like that growing on the side here once this is all on a roll. Then I got this greenhouse, little greenhouse, sideline greenhouse that I put up. That's corn right there you're looking at. We got some peas starting to shoot up over here. Sweet peas, that's what they're called. Gotta check on the plants in here. Yes, black family, we gotta weed our garden. We have to weed our garden. We have to make sure that what we're growing in our garden is proper. And I'm not just talking about this garden, I'm talking about the garden of people. Okay, let me sit down right here in this chair. You can see some collard greens popping off right there in front of us. Of course, I got over here, we got some more peas and some carrots and cucumbers over there. Oh, back in the corner over there, those are sunflowers. I don't think my watermelon's picking up yet. Let me see. I might have some. Yeah, I got a few watermelons peeking up. Ramadan Mubarak, brother. Few watermelons peeking up, more sunflowers. I like sunflowers a lot. I like because they grow real tall. They sort of form a natural flower forest. So I kind of like that feel where you can just kind of walk through and, you got to kind of weave your way through it and everything. I like doing stuff like that. Same with grapevines and stuff, things that kind of make natural ceilings and natural walls and things like that. Again, I'm still trying to nurture this Bosnia plant that I got. It was sick, so I'm trying to see if I can bring it back, with a little care. So, anyway, let's turn this around. So here's the thing, black family. We have got to step up. We've got to step up. So don't get here's the thing, my garden, I'm in the hood, man. I'm in the hood. So don't, even though you see this little uh, mini wonderland back here. It's like as soon as you look around everywhere else, you still see, boarded up houses. This house next door to me caught on fire and is abandoned now. I'm still in the hood. You understand? But see, the reason why I moved here was for that reason. Some people, they like to move somewhere away from their own. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm gonna get out of the hood. I'm like, nah. Let me go and live with the people for a little while, and do it like that. All right? That's how I feel about it. If I come up, I want to try to develop locally first, and then branch off elsewhere. But still have my foot, in the local area to represent the people. You understand? I don't want to ever put myself in a position where all of a sudden, let's say I became famous or something, and I just like, oh man, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. No, nothing like that. I'm black and proud wherever we are. Black and proud. And with that said, I was fortunate to be able to watch another. Yes, indeed. If people were on code, I don't say they have to do all like what I've done here, but if everybody just maced their whole yard, just did something, where we could be self-dependent. You understand? Put Walmart out of business if people was just growing different things. You go across the street, somebody's selling corn. Go to the next place, somebody's selling beans. And over here, somebody's selling teas. And over here, you understand? Think about that. We put Walmart out of business. We put all these people out of business, and they know it. We so dependent. We so dependent on them blindly. We're not dependent on them because we have to be. We're dependent on them blindly because we believe that this is the only way we could do it. But here I am, sitting in the garden. Once this is all fully developed and whatnot, I mean, I won't even need to go to no Walmart or one of these grocery stores or whatnot. It'll be right back here, eating healthy. You understand? Eating healthy, right here. I had another place where I had a garden. That's all of our salads, all of our seasonings and garnishments came from what we grew. You understand? Came from what we grew, black family. So I was saying, got a chance to listen to, I'm going to say the Honorable Brother Grandmaster Jay. And I always have a great reverence when I get to hear him. I understand, everybody's got, different opinions, different feelings, but I'm one of those that, this is what it's about for me. Here's the thing. I've never been in a militia. I've never been in some kind of where, the closest I've ever been to anything is I was in a junior ROTC in high school. You understand? So I had the opportunity to rock the uniforms and stuff like that. March up and down the street in parades and nothing big. I had the hat, Air Force ROTC. But that's like basically your high school training entry level of even thinking about being in the military. You understand? But that's where it stopped for me, just because I had other things going on in my life, and it be what it be. But I have a great respect for the brother. I'm gonna just let you know I have a great respect. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not. I don't have to be a psychologist for this, but intuition makes me a good judge of character in this line, because I listen carefully to what people say. I listen to their choice. I listen to their words very carefully, so that way, I don't miss a beat. I want to go and let's see. I got my keys. I left my keys are in the house. I don't miss a beat, brothers and sisters, when it that way about Brother Grandmaster Jay. And out their mouth, and also match it up with what they do. You also got to consider the circumstances, consider the reality you live in. All these things are factors when it comes to being able to identify the type of character, a person has, and whether or not a person is keeping it real or not. We got a brother who's demonstrated he has never once encouraged anybody to do anything foul. I can't find any moment where we could cry foul because of something, Grandmaster Jay encouraged people to do. And not only that, but you can see when you're in a position like him, you're in the public eye like sharply. Everybody's looking for you to scratch your back the wrong way just so they can have something to say. But never mind all that. You can see that he, even in the situation that he's in now, he's always kept his nose clean. He's always spoken truth. And how can you not respect somebody, for that? I heard this radio talk. I put the link up in this this commentary here. I'll put it on the description also when this live is done, so you can check it out if you haven't already. It's over on YouTube. I know there's probably other family that's already posted it up, but check it out and listen carefully. Listen carefully. Don't just listen out of enjoyment because we have a great appreciation for the brother, but listen attentively and ask yourself, how can anybody see other than an upright man? How can anybody see other than a person that truly, genuinely means well for his people? I don't understand. How can anybody see all the things that people have been saying? The person he has his own character. He has his own personality. If you trying to target a personality, that's not even fair. Everybody has their own personality. Everybody has their way, their lingo, their style. But you got to define whether or not if a person is true and honest and telling you the truth or up to some game. And, the stuff that he has to talk about, he don't have to talk about it, really. You don't have to share you don't have to break bread like he's breaking. You don't have to do none of the stuff he's been doing, and look at where it's landing him presently. You understand? That's called self-sacrifice. When you keep on doing what you got to do, he didn't even have to break it down like he did today. He didn't even have to break it down. Like, he could have went ahead, kept it simple, gave simple responses to the host of the show and kept it moving. But now he went on ahead and dug on in and, dropped jewels. Who does that that's not really caring for their people? You understand? Who does that? You see Malcolm X was on that. You see, Marcus Garvey, everybody that that was about black empowerment. That's what they were on. That was their way. They didn't care, how the adversary felt about what they had to say. They were going to speak their mind. They were going to speak their mind. So, I keep thinking, I wish there was. I know, we have. I have limitations. You understand? Of what I wish I could do. Limitations in the means of wealth and resources and tools and But I wish there was a way that we could demonstrate in his life an appreciation. Just like it's been said. A lot of times, you don't appreciate somebody until they're long dead and gone. But here you see someone keeping it real in your lifetime. You see someone being true in your lifetime. And, I just think that, the black family, we need to do something. We should do something that on our own effort, from our own heart, that shows that, look, we hear you, brother. We're here. You understand? And we're not going anywhere. And, I'm even thinking of, in fact, stay tuned because I have an idea. Just something basic. It's nothing extravagant or nothing like that. Something real basic and simple. But, just, me thinking in the vein of wanting to show appreciation while the brother is existing with us. You understand? Because, like I said, intuition. You can see when someone is genuinely for the people. You understand? Genuinely for the people. And I listen to the opponents. I listen to their claims. Also, I size them up. I compare them, and yeah, like the brother said, we all have a right to opinions. We have views. Nobody's free from any kind of constructive criticism or criticism in general. Nobody's free from that. But you have to ask yourself, about the validity of the type of criticisms that are talked about. You understand? You have to ask yourself, just how valid some of the criticisms are. And, you have to ask yourself how much do, such types of criticisms merit avoidance, or further unification, further encouragement. And like I said, for me, when I look at everything, if I were to canonize every word that we get from and we hear from the brother, I don't get it. I don't get, but I actually I do, because I know that anytime you strive for a cause, a good cause, you're going to get opponents. You're going to get enemies. You're going to get somebody somewhere hating on you. That's a given. That's part of that. That's part of the environment. It don't matter what you do. If you build a house, somebody's going to have a problem with that. Somebody's going to not like how the paint looks. Somebody's, not going to like, just something. It's going to be something that somebody has to say. So it just is what it is. But we're an interesting black family. We're an interesting people nowadays. We've been through a lot. We're very interesting when it comes to, people rising up amongst us, speaking in the interest of what will benefit us. You understand? Speaking in that vein. And for some reason, it's like we don't want to be saved, or we don't want to be helped, or we don't want to make a difference in our life. Oh man, sit down up here. For some reason, it's like we don't want. You have to ask yourself: do you want to be unified with your people? Do you want black unity? Do you want to break free from all the chains that has kept us hemmed in for so long? That's the bottom line at the end of the day. So why not? What is the issue when you have someone that stands up, that speaks what needs to be said, and promotes and encourages and inspires what needs to be encouraged and inspired? What's wrong with that? What is the issue with that? You understand? That's what I'm asking. What's the issue with that? So it's a hard bargain, black family. But, like I said, I did, I have a great respect for what I got to hear today. And I think we need to really wake up. You need to go and listen to that video and listen to the talk attentively. Pay attention. We got to pay attention. Quit the silliness, quit the foolery, quit the lollygagging, and pay attention. Sit down and just pay attention, keep our mouth shut, and pay attention. You understand? They have moments of silence when people pass away. We need to have a moment of silence just to demonstrate a unified respect, where respect is due. That's just my opinion. There needs to be something that we could do to demonstrate, the fact that, look, we're team players. We're team players. If it be just a unified walk or something, something that shows that, look, we're here. We're here. Something that shows action, that shows positive action, because that's all that we've been getting from the brother is positive action. The brother hasn't done one thing reckless. That's what I'm saying. It's just, amazing to me at our response. You understand? It's amazing to me our response. We get hyped up when somebody knows how to control that ball, and we become fascinated by the illest lyricist, fascinated by someone who can perform the greatest. But here's someone representing a cause long overdue. Long overdue. It was dormant for a long time. And yeah, you see all these bodies, all these groups rising up again, but where did they get the inspiration? Like I keep saying, where did they get the inspiration to even revitalize, to even try again? You understand? This is a sign. To me, these are signs. Because when you got to think of this on a global celestial scale. Don't just think of it locally, like from your own town. Somebody comes, they do something that has a dramatic domino effect and causes other people to rise up and do the same. What do you call a person that does something like that? What type of person is able to do that? Because not just anybody. This is something very difficult to manufacture. You understand? It's very difficult to manufacture the inspiration for unity. It can be done. There's kinds of unity that people do get off the ground when they want. But this kind of unity, the unity that causes you to appreciate your own, that's not easy to do. Yeah, you can see a Black Panther movie. Everybody's, oh yeah, Black Panther. He's a black man, black superhero. But still it's something that some white man designed. You understand? It means all the more, it's all the greater when it's something that comes from our own. And then we have the same fanfare for it, even if not more. So here we are. We have the general rising up amongst us. Like I said, not one word of ill will, of ill advice, of not one word of encouraging to do something reckless. You understand? But encouraging us to do exactly what we have the right to do. And yeah. See, right now, I could understand, that the brother, right, for example, he mentioned in the talk, his focus is on his his court case. And that makes perfect sense because, look, man, the brother's looking at 20 years. That's real life. He's still a human being at the end of the day. That's a human being who nobody want to sit around for 20 years in prison. So yeah, that's something to definitely be focused on. And it's something definitely, that we should be paying attention to and offering our support. You understand? Because, like I said, this is a person who got into, who inspired a struggle, a movement, in our interest, self-sacrificing. And the end result, or not the end result, because the end result is not even none of this that's going on in our time is finished. But one of the outcomes was that it rubbed the adversaries the wrong way, and so now they're trying to do what they can to hinder the brother in a dramatic way. So what do? Do we just stand by and watch the show go on, or do we participate and do something and let it be known that this isn't something that's just going to go over while we're asleep? That that the brother has our support. That's all I'm saying. If you're keeping it real, keep it all the way real, and realize that this struggle isn't about any one person. It isn't about what gains you can get in this time. And like the man said, these are things that take time to develop. Any type of results take time to develop. And I did enjoy hearing that, the brothers was talking about, that the things, the show must go on, basically, the 1 million, the 1 million armed march, everything. You understand? helping to establish the community, policing type of situation or armed situation in the community, all that good stuff, stuff that we should be excited about, stuff that we should be motivated about. But we got work to do, Black family, because we really need. I got a birdhouse over here that I put up, and I got all these birds: blue jays, robins, cardinals, and sparrows, and some other little bird I was trying to figure out. Anyway, we need to step it up. That's all I've been trying to say. My objective isn't to say anything to tear us down, but I'm saying that we need to take it. We need to step it up. We need to pay attention and take this ever more serious. If we're serious now let's get even further serious. If we're keeping it real now, let's take it to the next level. We're keeping it real. If we're loyal now, if we're team players now, let's take it to the next quarter. You understand? That's how we need to be, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm an individual. No big person, no celebrity or nothing like that. I do understand some things about leadership, not at the level that this brother is dealing with. Not what's been placed in his cup, what's been placed in his lap is a big challenge. Whew, that's a big challenge. That type of leadership takes a lot of energy. You understand? Especially when you don't give up. You understand? It takes a lot to not give up. Many of us, by the time they came knocking on our door, giving us a search warrant, we would have tapped out. Many of us, we would have tapped out right there. Okay, I ain't even going to do this anymore. Y'all can go ahead. I ain't even going to do this. But the fact that the brother is still in to win, you have to give respect. You have to think. Like I said, let us be people of reason, man. Reason, logic and reasoning. Where's our reason at? We're so caught up in all these just sometimes often baseless opinions, baseless viewpoints. When the ultimate, title, just be black. That's the bottom line. Put everything else aside. This is about unifying under the banner of just being who we are. You understand? Being on that code. My phone's getting ready to die. But I definitely don't want our inspiration to die. I don't want our motivation to die. And I don't want our efforts to die. I want us to be, like a thorough, a strong garden, weeded, cleared up of all of its weeds, healthy, good stuff growing, nourishing things growing, and supporting one another. That's the kind of garden we need. That's the kind of garden we want, where we support one another, where we're all on the same team. You know what I mean? We bring to the table what we bring to the table, and we support those that are moving this machine. Like the brother said, I'm telling you, it's very good. Who's driving the car? And whose car is it? Whose car did this belong to anyway? Just get in. When you see a person that follows the rules and follows the signs of the road, you're in a safe ride, right? We're in a safe ride. What ill will could we attain other than what comes from the challenge from an adversary? Because you're going to be challenged. Anytime you stand up for yourself, you're going to be challenged. Period. You're going to be challenged. Somebody's going to test you out. Like, oh yeah, you standing up? We put you down. But you want to stand up now? Let's see if you stand up after this. But who's in this car? Who's driving the car? Whose car does it belong to? You understand? A person that knows the rules, that knows how this goes, that knows the ropes to this. You understand? And you see, he also knows the map. the roadmap. So if you know what, if someone knows where this show goes, if someone knows how to navigate, that's the perfect leader. It's not about, all these different things that people keep on wanting to stare at and look at. Do you know how to navigate this road? Let's get going. Let's go. We got someplace to go. We got somewhere to be. Go ahead, let the brother drive so we can all get there on one piece. That's all I wanted to share with you, Black family. Just a garden update, the Garden of Wapenzi. My name is Abdul Wadud, a.k.a. Wapenzi, also called Questman. And stay tuned for the Epic Black. Coming soon from Questman. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Shalom, Black family. Hotep. Nothing but love and respect and honor this way. Always. Have a blessed rest of your day.